experiments like this, always wear protective gear. You're not invincible.
You're gonna need a bigger battery.
So I dug something out of my closet for you guys. I have 3 generations of web shooters in front of you. I have the first generation, next generation, and current generation. Probably going to be the final generation. So the first generation web shooter, it has 8 holes. They're pointed inward so that the centrifugal force doesn't make the web go all over the place. The first generation was very, very bulky. And although it had the solenoid valve attached to it, it also had a very big motor, and it had 2 batteries. It was just really poor craftsmanship. The canister that went with it was actually a giant tank on my back, so that wasn't really fun. I know the second generation looks smaller, but actually that's just the spinneret, basically. What you see there is just the spinneret. It's no battery, no canister, no solenoid valve, just the spinneret. Not even the trigger, just a spinneret and some circuitry. Both of these web shooters do not work anymore. I stripped them for parts. However, they both had something different from the final generation, which is that they had spinneret as several holes at the nozzle. Now, my original design for Spinneret was actually more complex and even more bulky than what you see on the first generation web shooter. But the final generation has a spinneret that's simply a hose barb. So this has just the right amount of thinness and lengthiness that the liquid comes out as a very straight strand. Spider Device has a very detailed video on spinnerets. I believe it's one of his web talks. So you can go look at that. I'll put the link in the description. It's not worthwhile to have a motorized spinneret. So what people need to realize is, first we need to go to the first step. First we need to create a single strand, then we can start winding those strands together to make a cable.